saying, hey, if you are playing Yone mid, if you still need to pick your top laner, you're not going to be able to pick the infinite health scaling mega wall that is the Scion. So it'll be Cassante locked in for someday. Inspired is level 3, but it's JoJo who's got mid lane control.
Yep. But it is, that dangerous move to actually look for there because you are down a level. He's going for the all-in.
Big crit. The Ghost ready to follow up. JoJo's in some trouble, and MNS chops him over the head.
I don't know if he gets the kill if he doesn't get that. Oh, this is bad.
Oh, no. JoJo could be in so much trouble here. MNS has ulti. Does he even have to use it?
Really tough from this position. Inspired's not going to really be able to find a way in because bot lane Prio was...
And then JoJo's going to be forced back by MNS, who still is not afraid of stepping up and fighting in here. Meanwhile, bottom side, Berserker just gets absolutely dunked on. FBI taking the kill credit is perfect for Evil Geniuses as well. Blabber's coming down, but Sven's already dead. Vulcan lands the fishing hook to guarantee it. Back in mid, things are looking C9, but bottom lane is coming up all EG all the time, and the gold is back to tie. JoJo wants to go in for MNS, but he's ready to fight back now too. JoJo gets back away, but he forced out the ult, and that's exactly what he wanted to do.
And JoJo still has his own ult, so MNS actually has to play a little bit respectfully here. It can get pretty dangerous. EG gonna be taking a dragon of their own. We'll see if Blabber can steal. No, he cannot.
I like the attempt of, so EG, they want to bring Vulcan down. They're thinking about just killing the jungler. He's gonna be right there in the way of the cocoon. He takes the red with him, but JoJo's gonna be the one securing it there with the kill. For something a little bit different flavored, but especially with him not having a stellar early game, I think just getting the extra survivability, the extra sustain is the right way to guarantee that he can keep farming up, like you were talking about earlier, and become that late game.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're gonna be getting pressured, there's some safety there with that proc. You can see Cloud9's remaining opponents. Expected wins potentially against some mortals, but TL looking a bit better. CLG, could be a tough opponent, and FlyQuest, is still on top of the table currently. So are some tough ones they have to go against. MNS getting aggressive. He's gonna go.
Oh, it's the Gale Force, and again, it's JoJo. E9 has control over the bottom half of Summoner's Rift, which means Blabber is going to grab the second Drake of the game for Cloud9.
Yep, gonna be able to grab it. Aphelios has really high damage. Surely he's gonna be able to kill that Scion, but the problem becomes you're gonna have a Tryndamere running straight at you.
Need to scale in this side lane. I gotta catch up here a little bit. JoJo should be able to cut down the last little bit of this tier 1 turret. Yes, he will. Fudge having completed his Sunfire Cape. Remember that Sunfire Cape scales off of max HP now with the AoE aura. That's why it's always fun to compare the damage on Scion when he has it to anybody else's.
Yeah.
79 and rising as, remember, you stay in combat, it ramps up. FBI's eating a whole lot of damage from calling there, but managed to disengage a good chunk of it. 98 damage per tick from that Sunfire Cape of Fudge, and JoJo has to run from him.
You're giving free time to MNS. He can win you the fight by himself.
Vulcan forced to flash away there as C9 looked at the opportunity.
Will not actually have IE for this fight. There's no shot he's going to be able to finish that. Someday could be in some trouble here.
Someday getting caught out. 0-0-0 so far in this game for both top laners. Someday continues to live. They can't finish him off in time, but Blabber just kills Inspired off to the side instead. Remember that JoJo has no ulti. It might be ready in time for the dragon, but it ain't ready now. He's able to get the Q3 back.
FBI is isolated.
FBI is alone. A Virtual Rise. They shut it.
There's no chance to steal this, and Dragon hadn't already spawned. So there was no chance of a trade either. So this is kind of C9. It feels like putting a bit of wasted flash because there's no way out. Right. MNS isn't even using his E, and he's on the other side of you, and now Sven could be in some trouble, but no. JoJo gets CC.
Yeah, JoJo just had no business being there. He thought he saw a way, maybe getting back into the game. He's saying, all right, we're so far behind. We got to throw a Hail Mary. We got to get something. He tried. Unfortunately, it doesn't come up with anything good for him. Sven just baits him into another death. 1-5 here on the Yone. C9 5v4 for the next 30 seconds.
It's just about the world's strongest 0-0-0 Scion at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's at 5,400 health now with a Cloud Soul. There was already almost no chance they could ever kill him. Excuse me, Ocean Soul. The regen going to be so enormous at this point. Nice little side step from Blabber, and they're going to look.
MNS will lead the charge as long as he has that ulti and he's ready to use it. He's in no danger. There, finally going to be propped. So now he'll try to get away. MNS, complete disengage. 200 or 300 HP remaining. Blabber's in the middle, but now he goes golden to buy himself an extra moment. Sven fires the bubble at Blabber to give him some extra movement speed and help him get away, and Fudge has joined the fight. They find the knock-up onto Inspired, who tries to flash out, but a little bit more damage takes him down, and M&S is the one to do it. Evil Geniuses get scattered by the Gragas ulti, and they try to regroup, but the culling is once again ready to be unloaded. Blabber looks for more chances to zone these guys off. Someday gets caught up again. Might just die this time, but it looks like once more he'll escape. But the Nexus is now about to be focused. EG on their last little bit of a defense. JoJo jumps in. What can he find? He's trying to get something. The rest of EG want to stand and fight. They grab a shutdown over onto Berserker. Fudge is still alive. Blabber's waddling away. They shut down the Scion, but what about the dead body? He's got a lot of HP. He's just going to stand there and beat JoJo to death. Just barely misses out on it. EG holds on with one.
Fudge is hooked under, and they're going to go again.
We're right back to live, and EG is on the defensive. Vulcan's the one here in the front, soaking most damage, and Berserker's getting it all done. JoJo wants to use the ulti into the middle. He finds a kill. He wants to get a little bit more with the Q3, connecting to the Berserker. Fudge is still in the middle of everyone, but M&S died with the ulti up. Cloud9 and their mid laners with Trendemir ultis. I'm having flashbacks. I'm sorry, Perks. I didn't mean to do that to you, but I had to. It's C9 again, not being able to close.
And Perks catching up this Baron, and I do like this. Really difficult for EG to make their way in. Scion is just bodyguarding. They can't commit to him, and the Baron is just going to be gone.
Yeah, there's no way you can ever commit onto that Scion. M&S looking for the opportunity to get the flank here, but Someday's also going to block him away. JoJo's taken very low, but he's not dead yet. He's still trying to get out. M&S wants to change that. He goes in. The Gale Force is not quite able to find the kill, but Fudge is occupying everybody else in the meantime. Sven grabs the kill on JoJo. Someday's going to tank in the front. M&S gets one on Vulcan. Fudge taking the credit at the end, but Inspired and FBI are left to run. Someday wants to solo out Blabber, but Sven's going to keep him alive. Someday still trying to chase his way back in the fight, but FBI is shut down, and C9 finally marches to victory.
They're going to take it. FBI could not get through the Scion. They still got 6,000 health left.
Yeah,
what are you
man,
supposed to do about it?
I think they healed him there by the end. C9, the man on your...
Berserker can't play as crazy without an enchanter in his back pocket, but it does give him a tremendous amount of burst here, and the ability to really dive into those back lines, and it's going to be
for an extended fight. Berserker rotates over first. C9 still just looking to force down this Drake. They want to keep Pioshik away. They don't want to risk some kind of a coin flip. They've secured the Drake, but can anything go back the other way for Team Liquid? CoreJJ goes in, uses his flash to trade away from Scion. Scion joins up for the fight. That's Yawn going to be forced to flash away. Follow-up coming out from Fudge. They find the decimating smash. They find Yawn. They find first blood for Berserker.
But he is on the crown of the Shattered Queen. He went for that defensive mythic here against this hard engage. Nice scatter.
Oh, look at that. CoreJJ has to disengage now after looking for the engage there. Harry's chasing Blabber into the back. Wants to find the damage onto the Viego, but not quite going to get it just yet. Summit's teleported in, and Fudge has found his way here with the ultimate. Harry's taken low, and Berserker takes him out. Now you got Summit on the front line, but he doesn't have any firepower behind him. Core already used the cooldowns looking for the engage, and now Summit's got to walk away. Yawn and CoreJJ separated. Pioshik looking for the kill on M&S. He's going to find it, but he won't get anything else. Team Liquid, 3v.
Try to get to that back line. They do eventually kill M&S off, but it was so many resources committed to actually getting it.
And Blabber's just farming his camps, moving back up to the other end of the jungle as Berserker's been left on wave clear duty here at the mid lane tier 1 turret. Unfortunately for C9, not a lot of HP left on that one, so needs to go back to base. Meanwhile, 10 seconds on the Drake spawning as Fudge, his back gets interrupted, and now he's going to be jumped on by enough players from Team Liquid to potentially even kill him. Gets kicked away from the wall he wanted to flash over, but then still is able to flash for the safety of his teammates further up the river. The Herald is sound of the Shattered Queen, so any initial burst is going to be drastically reduced, even if they do get on top of him. Fudge frontlining here, just trying to control anybody in his way. Scatter the Weak from M&S comes out. Nice connect onto Yawn. They immediately force out the ulti, but Blabber can't get away. He can't use the Heartbreaker in time, and it means the Team Liquid pops the Viego. But now follow-up is there, and CoreJJ is immediately killed. Team Liquid has the run, and Berserker's got his gun. He's gonna take out everybody, make it a double. Is he gonna get the triple? Not quite yet. Cloud9, they might have lost their jungler, but they paid them back in blood.
Yeah, that was huge. It was a good initial reaction there from TL. As Blabber W flashes in for the stun, they're trying to get really aggressive here on Yawn. They're able to land the initial stun, and then they want to go for the follow-up for the 100-0. The scatter lands, Blabber, flash W, but there is the cleanse, there is the CC, charm W. They don't have the setup. Cloud9 again dominating in that regard. Fudge is deep in the enemy jungle, making sure there's no way that they can actually move up. You can see M&S, as well as Ven, as well as Fudge, are all kind of covering their bases. They just have a couple people on that dragon. They're making sure no one can sneak in for a steal. And we're now at Soul.
Oh. Yoshik using delete. Ven flashing the Papega frog back at his opponent for that kick. As we do have Team Liquid losing their tier 2 here in the top lane. Can't get anybody over there in time to stop it. And Summit, further away from the rest of the team, is again going to be soaking a lot of damage. He survives for the time being, but C9 is throwing everything at him to make sure that he doesn't get away all the way. Summit still at about 100 HP, and Fudge gets the kill. Team Liquid now with a full disengage. Harry's trying to cut the wave, make it...
He's going to be hard to kill it and actually fight through. And he just got his IE, by the way, so he's on his ultimate power spike. Summit has no flash. He could just be in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, Summit's just taking a lot of damage. Flabber getting hit by a couple of spells here, too. Down to about half HP. Defensive ulti back over the wall from the C9 jungler. Summit's down to, man, like 30%? Not a whole lot left in the tank, and M&S just executes him with the Syndra ulti. Remember, that's part of the ult now.
Yeah, gonna be able to get that kill. Nicely done. And now C9 are onto this. They gotta get in there, but Pioshik's not even close. The Soul's just gonna be gone, but they're looking for the fight.
Core JJ tried to go in, but he's
for picks, and Pioshik there does show, so they know where he is. They actually connect the scatter.
Pioshik trying to do anything to maintain some sort of a possible angle to steal this away. They know they need some sort of a miracle steal. Harry goes in and finds a kill on Sven. That's a good start, but they need to find more. Team Liquid's bringing the back up, and Summit has re-arrived. The Baron is at 3,000 HP, 2,000 HP. Pioshik goes into the pit. Team Liquid are thinking about maybe stealing it away, but now they gotta be careful. The team's all split up. Berserker's gonna be focused, but Yawn's gonna be killed. It's Blabber taking the kill as Yawn dies, Summit dies, Core dies, Team Liquid dies, and
doesn't have the damage to punish. If Summit had his flash from earlier, when Pioshik went in the pit, it was at 2K, but he just didn't have the time to actually get it down while his team was losing that team.
A scatter that would land pretty much guarantees the kill. Team Liquid does not have the cleanse available for their Xayah. Even though Yawn has his ulti, if he just gets chain CC'd straight to death, there's no way he's going to get a chance to use it. Fudge, meanwhile, maintaining split pressure here in mid. The Scion up to about 5,000 HP now.
Dang.
Teleport from a long way away from
right
Harry. This is the Hail Mary from Team Liquid. They're saying this is how we do it. This is pretty much our only chance. Summit's gonna walk over. The tier 3 turret is not gonna last long enough. Core JJ tries to go in. He's just stunned up, has to run back. Fudge ready to finish him off, and he grabs the kill for the killing spree. Yawn is all the way in retreat, and Pioshik tries to cover his exit, but the weak are scattered, and Cloud9 are looking to end the game. Yawn and Pioshik run back to the tier 3 as Harry goes into the back line only to die. Blabber takes the kill on him, and M&S looks for another execution, this time on the top laner. C9 gets it done as soon as they get the Baron. M&S zones away the remaining 2 players, and the Nexus turrets are next in line. Yawn tries to defend, but he's stuck back in the spawn platform. Team Liquid may have taken down FlyQuest, but C9's a whole different beast, and they're gonna take the win in 20.